Oh, that is the hardest thing to say. Reese's Pieces. Yeah, it's a pain. But no, they have a contest, but apparently they're breaking the rules in how they're executing the contest, which is a big deal because they're a national company. It's not like their first rodeo.
Do you think they'll get a lawsuit?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Should we start the lawsuit now so that we can start making some money?
That would require us to go out and buy a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which I'm okay with doing.
We'll talk about that later. We'll also talk with Sarah from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber a little later this morning as well. First, let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Benton Harbor City Commissioners have moved forward on Project T, a housing and commercial development plan for the site of the former Mercy Hospital. At their Monday meeting, commissioners approved the rezoning of 960 Agard Avenue and 807 Weld Street to grant planned unit development status to the project. Harbor Habitat is working with Renovair Development out of Detroit on Project T, which will be aimed at the missing middle, or those who earn too much to qualify for HUD housing, but still can't find an affordable place to live. Mayor Marcus Muhammad said Project T moving forward is big news.
It's about $33 million development. With phase A will be 30 units, single family for sale homes targeting mixed income individuals, families. Phase B is 8 single family for sale homes offered through Habitat for Humanity. Phase C, mixed use 4-story building with ground floor child care and retail use, upper level residential units.
Harbor Habitat's Aaron Hudson told the Benton Harbor Planning Commission last month the developers don't have a firm date for when they'll start construction, but the goal is to get to work on 19 duplexes within the next year and a half. Benton Harbor City Commissioners also voted to decriminalize nonviolent offenses to see if they can help reduce the number of people caught up in the court system over minor infractions. At their Monday meeting, commissioners unanimously approved amendments to the city noise and nuisance ordinances, making civil infractions rather than misdemeanors. City Attorney Sarah Seneca said, as a home rule city, Benton Harbor has broad authority to make ordinances and set penalties. She said under the amendments, minor infractions will not be handled as serious crimes.
So if you think of yelling and shouting, loud music, things like that, non-assaultive crimes, minor crimes.
Seneca said the ordinances prior to being amended could mean serious trouble for residents.
If somebody's charged with a misdemeanor, let's say they make loud noise and they're charged with a misdemeanor, a lot of people think, well, all I did was make some noise. I was too loud. They get a ticket. If they don't go to court, because it's a misdemeanor on the books, if they don't go to court, a warrant gets issued. And that can have repercussions down the road.
Under the amendment, violators of the ordinances will get tickets rather than something more serious. Seneca credited the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety with leading the change effort. Commissioner Ron Singleton said in the past, folks have prevented such reforms by calling supporters of them soft on crime. Commissioners agreed Monday it was time for a change. This Thursday marks the start of the 10th annual Project Personal Care campaign. It's an opportunity to help those less fortunate with personal care items. The campaign is organized by the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency and Super Hits 103.7 Cozy FM. Vice President of Content and Cozy Morning host Paul Landecker says it's all about helping the community.
We know that people are in need. We know the need is greater than ever, and it just seems to get more and more all the time.
Organizers are looking for donations of a wide range of personal care items and household supplies. They're looking for all-purpose cleaner, baby wipes, body soap, dental floss, deodorant, hairbrushes, laundry soap, and a whole bunch of more things. The full list is on their website at WCSY, that's cozy.com. Landecker says items have to be sealed in their original packaging, or there are other ways to donate too.
We are asking people to either stop into the Family Dollar store and purchase some items, dollar items, or whatever they'd like to buy. They can make cash donations as well. They can donate on our website at WCSY.com.
It is the 10th annual Project Personal Care. Again, it starts this Thursday, runs through Saturday at the Family Dollar on Phillips Street in South Haven. Donated items are then distributed by the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency.
It's a great thing.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently because government assistance programs often can't be used to buy personal care items, this helps fill that gap.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we were counting, well, somebody was counting, we weren't counting. 2.6 million people have visited the Niles Spring Park.
Oh, you weren't counting?
I wasn't counting.
I had one of those little clicker things at the front door.
2.6 million people have visited the Niles Spring Park since it opened 50 years ago.
Wow.
The park says it's welcomed that many people, 2.6 million people, and they counted the 2.6 millionth person on Sunday. It was Harper Benjamin, a senior at Valparaiso High School. She received a ghost pack of goodies from the park for the distinction. Harper has been visiting the park since she was a freshman. Along with her for the milestone was friend Ryan Newbold, also Valparaiso, Indiana. It was his first time to visit the Niles Spring Park. The attraction will be open each weekend through October 29th, and also on Friday and Saturday, November 3rd and 4th. The nonprofit park supports causes selected by volunteers each year, while also awarding them scholarships. Again, it's the Scream Park's 50th year, 2.6 million screams.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. Probably more than that.
Probably more than that. I know when I've been there over the years, probably scream at least a dozen times when I'm there. So
lots of fun. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Here in just a few minutes, we'll talk with Sarah Squinholz from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. We'll also catch you up with sports. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
President Biden is set to visit Israel this week to show, Secretary of State Antony Blinken says, unconditional support for Israel.
The president will hear from Israel what it needs to defend its support as we continue to work with Congress to meet those needs.
The U.S. also trying to broker a humanitarian corridor into Gaza so aid can be delivered into the territory pummeled by Israeli airstrikes since last weekend's brutal incursion by Hamas. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more on what's happening in Gaza right now.
Hospitals are on the verge of losing electricity, threatening the lives of thousands of patients.
We have no medical supplies. We have no gas, no food, no medication. We have nothing.
The director of one hospital in Gaza City telling ABC News last night the only generator that supplies electricity may run out of fuel within hours, and then the hospital will be a mass grave.
The death toll so far, nearly 2,800 in Gaza, more than 1,400 in Israel, most from the initial day of attack. With continuing coverage, Hamas, Israel roar, Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Your sports update on the morning show is brought to you by True Blue Financial. Independent, uncomplicated, dedicated.
Monday night in the National Hockey League, the Red Wings and Blackhawks were both on the road. The Red Wings in Columbus to face the Blue Jackets. The Red Wings scored 3 times in the second period for a 4-0 win over the Blue Jackets. James Primer had 23 saves in goal for Detroit. The Blackhawks also scored 3 goals in the second period in a 4-1 win at Toronto. Connor Bedard was held without a point for the Blackhawks, and Arvid Soderblom had 34 saves to give the Hawks the win. Major League Baseball from yesterday, the ALCS. Texas takes a 2-game 7-0 lead after a 5-4 win at Houston. In the National League Championship Series, Philadelphia beat Arizona 5-3. Philadelphia leads that series 1-0. Game 2 is tonight at 8 o'clock. Monday Night Football last night had the Dallas Cowboys over the LA Chargers 20-17. NBA preseason last night, it was Indiana over Atlanta 116-112. Tonight, the Bulls host Toronto at 8 o'clock. And junior college sports today in men's soccer, it's Lake Michigan College at Marion Ancilla at 4 o'clock. And today in women's volleyball, it's Lake Michigan College at KVCC. And Kellogg Community College is at Southwestern Michigan College. Those 2 matches start at 6:30. With sports, I'm Dave Wolf.
Sometimes you just don't know where to start. So we're a starting point.
That's the new director of the Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance, Kristen Patzer.
We're that sounding board to talk through your ideas. You know, there's market research and statistics that come into play. And so we're here to really talk through from the idea phase and beyond.
From helping you develop your business plan to matching you with financial assistance and networking, the Women's Business Center helps entrepreneurs turn their ideas into thriving businesses. And the support doesn't stop there.
I would argue that's even where it gets more critical. As you start to do it, you're in the thick of it and things arise that you'll need guidance on.
Best of all, assistance is very low cost or free.
We will help you really in every aspect of it.
The Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance in Michigan's Great Southwest.
When I get big, I want to be a pediatrician. I want to be a lawyer when I grow up.
Our kids dream of who they'll be someday. And before we know it, someday becomes today. I'm Vicki Holt from True Blue Financial. College arrives sooner than any of us plan for. That's why getting started now is so important. At True Blue Financial, we'll help your family create a roadmap that leads to college while gaining all the tax advantages possible. We teach our children to dream big and believe in their ability to overcome any obstacle. By investing wisely, you can help tackle the financial obstacles and smooth the way for them to pursue their dreams. It's never too early or too late to start. Learn more about us at trueblue.financial or give us a call today.
True Blue Financial. Independent, uncomplicated, dedicated.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through True Blue Financial, a registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
We're looking at a mix of the sun and clouds through the course of today. Inland around 60 degrees. We should be in the upper 50s near the lakeshore today. Partly cloudy tonight. Another chilly one will drop all the way down near 40. And then for Wednesday, a mix of the sun and clouds. High temperatures around 63. We will see a chance of rain by Wednesday night and rainy conditions on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Not only can you listen to this fine award-winning program on the radio, but you can also watch it on our Facebook and YouTube. We are on there right now, so saying hello to the folks that are watching over there. Thanks for spending some time with us this morning. We've got Bill. Bill's hanging out.
Hey, Bill.
On our Facebook page. Hey, Bill. And then also, you can be part of the show by calling us and being a part of the show that way. And we're talking today with Sarah Spoonholtz from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing well. How are things going over there at the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber? What have you guys been up to lately?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of great stuff happening moving forward. This week, heads up though, we actually will be in Traverse City tomorrow through Friday. So if you do try to reach out to us, it might be a little slow on getting back just because, we're going to be 3-4 hours away from Southwest Michigan.
What are you doing up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the Michigan Association of Chamber Professionals Conference.
Ooh,
so
dang.
we're going to go learn about synergy, success through synergy, how to work with partners outside of the chamber world, what Chamber 2.0 looks like, workforce development, talent development, and all kinds of cool stuff with our counterparts across the state.
That's cool.
So they'll teach you how to work with people outside the chamber, including people like Johnny?
Yeah.
Specifically people like Jonny Ken. I mean,
There's actually
Johnny,
I don't know if you knew this, Ken's actually doing the keynote speech for that section of how to deal with me.
I did because I specifically reached out to him.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm co-chair, so I'm helping to plan this, and I'm like, hey, Ken.
Yeah. Sarah definitely has more experience with me over the years.
I'm just envious they're heading up north. It's going to be beautiful.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Just please bear with us the next few days if you do try to
All
reach out to us for slow responses. But next week when we get back in the office, we have a couple of busy days ahead of us. You've got pickleball on Wednesday with our young professionals, our next gen group happening over at South Shore Health and Racket Club. Of course, South Shore are working on building their new pickleball courts right now and their expansion. But that event is full. You can attend if you want to. You just can't play pickleball, unfortunately. Okay. So they've got over 50 next gen people who will be attending. It's going to be a great time, but they also have more on the calendar moving forward. So in November, they're going to partner up with South Haven with their young professionals group to do a joint mixer at Three Blondes Brewing. So that should be a lot of fun. And then they should be announcing details on a Christmas party in December. Plus, they've got a ton of fun dates planned for 2024. So keep checking our website for more information on that. You don't have to be a 21 to 40 to attend it. If you are a business owner and you're like, hey, should I send my staff to it? You're welcome to attend just to see. But if you are between the 21 and 40 and you want to connect with people and meet some new friends and, have some fun, definitely a lot of opportunity for you to attend and to build some relationships.
Is
there
there
the next night?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Is there a thing we need to like sign up for if we're in that age group and we want to be part of Next Gen? Is there like a special newsletter or anything like that?
Yeah. So actually, if you are in that age group, or if you do have staff in that age group that you want to attend, connect with Jasmine directly. She has taken the lead on this, and she's coordinated the board members. She is helping to coordinate all the events to work with them. So you can reach out to her directly, either call the office and talk to her or email her, and she will be happy to loop you in with everything so that you stay connected.
All right.
Yeah. So that's
awesome.
Wednesday.
All right. And then what's
Thursday
next?
night, we're heading to Tabor Hill to their private event tent for business after hours. So you got 2 back-to-back nights of a lot of great fun. Business after hours, if you haven't been to Tabor Hill or to the event tent, this is going to be one of the last events that they have in the tent for the year before they take it down for the winter season. It's gorgeous in the middle of the rolling hills of the vineyard at Tabor Hill. It's spectacular. Plus, also, it's just a great opportunity to get together with people that maybe you haven't had the chance to meet yet. So that is free to attend. It'll run from 5 until 7. We do ask that you pre-register just so we know how to plan for food accordingly for the appetizers and to make sure that we have plenty of beverages on hand for everyone. But if it's a last-minute thing on Thursday and you're like, hey, you know what, I can make this now, by all means, feel free to come and join us. You will not be turned away. So hope to see one of you there at some point in time, one of you joining us for some of these fun events, because you guys are missing out.
Well, Ken's too old for the Next Gen thing.
Yeah. I'll go to the next gen one.
I wasn't going to call him out.
Do you have
Johnny.
Do you have the old gen? Is there an old gen group? Can you get that put together? Yeah. Okay. That's great. So those are 2 days of fun, but then you also have another day where you're heading, as you said earlier, you're traveling up to the north side of the state, but then we're also heading to the east side to check out the Detroit Lions. There's still tickets available for this?
Still tickets available for it. They are going fast. And they are getting a little bit more expensive because how about them Lions and how about the wins that they have been pulling in? I know. Don't curse it, Sarah. Don't curse it, Sarah. My brother was yelling at me last night.
Yeah, only week 7,
You're
man.
going to ruin it.
Still a lot of football.
So that is going
left.
to be Monday Night Football happening against the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, I still have to correct myself, not Los Angeles. But that's going to be a fun night. So you've got your ticket includes access to the Monday Night Football game, plus also the pre-event networking activities inside the Lions Den hosted by the Jackson Chamber of Commerce. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to connect with businesses all across the state, other chambers across the state, and we're just really excited that they invited us back to be part of it once again this year. If you do want to go and you have a group of people, buy the tickets together. Otherwise, you will be broken up and put in different sections potentially or different rows. So if you're not worried about that part of it, then by all means, just buy as you're able to, but don't wait too much longer because they are going fast. Every time I look, they are, fewer and fewer tickets left. So that should be another really great night. Plus also spooky season, like the night before Halloween. I mean, can you imagine what that game is going to be like with the Raiders of all people? Should be good.
Then you also are getting ready for, I know you're planning and putting everything together for the business recognition breakfast.
Yeah.
You get nominations. Those are open now for a lot of awards, right?
There are. So we have 6 nomination categories that you can submit. Those are going to run through the November 15th is the day that nominations will close. So if you know someone, know a business that's doing really great things, everything from a small business under 50 employees, large business 50 plus for our Economic Impact Award, a new business that's less than 2 years old that has just been going gangbusters in the community, a nonprofit, young professionals, our Rising Star Award winners, or someone who qualifies for the Pat Moody Awards, we want to hear about it. We want to have the chance to recognize them, and we want you to have the chance to actually vote on who your winners are if you do attend the breakfast in February. We'll be releasing more details out about that, but if you head to our website, smrchamber.com, you should be able to find all the information, or you can follow us on the socials, and you should be able to get all the details about everything that we've chatted about today. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course, X, If you simply just search SMR Chamber, should take you to all of them.
Y'all aren't on TikTok yet?
No. Are you on TikTok, Jonny Ken? You
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
a TikTok that I can follow? Okay.
No,
Yeah, we'll-
time waster.
We'll get a TikTok going at some point. Yeah, that's what TikTok stands for, right?
Time waster.
Time waster.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome,
yeah.
Sarah. Well, you have a safe trip and have fun up there in Traverse City.
Rake
and,
some leaves.
Yeah, and bring back
No.
bring
No.
back some cool ideas and maybe some fudge from
Oh yeah,
yeah, maybe.
Mackinac Island fudge.
I mean, I was going to bring you guys back some cherry stuff, but I mean,
Okay.
I
I'm on board with the
if
cherry
I have
stuff.
to
Yeah.
submit myself to fudge. I will.
Hey, anything you want.
Begrudgingly doing so.
You just have fun, Sarah.
Yeah, you guys have fun. It should be a great event. Great thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you here in a couple weeks.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll catch you up with news, sports, and your Bloomberg Market Minute is next.
At Sturgis Bank, it's our people that make the difference. Meet Larry Morrow, Vice President and Mortgage Lender for the St. Joseph Benton Harbor area.
I grew up in community banking, and some of the original folks I started with over 30 years ago has come full circle, and now we're working together at Sturgis, and it's been amazing. In my portfolio.
All right. Good morning, everyone that's watching on our live stream. We appreciate it. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Good conversation. Busy schedule for the folks at the chamber.
I want to know how Bill did in his race.
Oh yeah, Bill, you had a race just over the weekend. What was he racing? He was racing the
RC cars. It was like super fast or something like that.
Dang.
Hopefully he's still watching. He's not got coffee in his hand. He can
Right.
tell us.
That sounds like I would love to go and just be a spectator at an event like that. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I like small things, because when I hold small things in my hands feel big.
Have you ever been to the indoor RC place in I can't remember exactly which in northern Indiana town it's in.
No, I haven't.
Goshen or something.
Okay.
Anyway, there's an indoor place. They have a RC car where you can buy the parts and cars and stuff like that. But then they also have an indoor track, and it's just this huge. It looks like skateboard ramps on steroids covered with AstroTurf.
Okay.
It's really cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, they do all kinds of crazy racing and stuff
I
like
once
that.
did indoor go-kart racing, and it was like super fast. So fast that you had to wear a fire suit.
Oh.
You had to sign a waiver that was about 2 or 3 pages long.
Jeez.
And those things were fast.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was.
That sounds like fun.
My brother, who is very, very good at driving, he was just flying around that track and having a great time.
Yeah.
At one point, they told him, you need to slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down around those curves, man.
Well, I mean, you just assume they put a governor on it. You want me to go fast? I'm just going to step on the gas. And
He's Ricky Bobby. He likes to go fast. That's what he is.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, no, it was because he was riding the brake, so he would like hit the brake around the corner and just take the curve. So yeah, had the fire suit on.
So Bill placed. We won't say where.
Yeah, Bill
I guess
said he
did.
ended up finishing 6th on Saturday.
Well, congratulations.
6th out of how many?
Probably like
is the question.
500 or something like
that. Yeah, if it's 6th out of 6, not so good. If it's 6 out of like
well,
50,
come on, not so good. It
Well-
could have been like world champions racing again.
well, I guess just like Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last. So
My favorite scene in that is where he's riding around with the panther, or mountain lion, or whatever that is.
Yeah, the mountain lion.
Yeah, that was funny.
100 cars, 6 out of 100.
Oh,
That's pretty darn good.
That's
man.
really good. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's the top 10. That's great.
That's really cool.
Yeah, what does it take to drive one of those? I mean, are you just
Coordination.
are you just doing the whole classic little toggles, or you got like a wheel?
No, well, there's a wheel on the side for steering. And then I don't know what controller Bill has, but you hold it and it has the trigger for the accelerator and then and then you have finer adjustments on the top of it.
Oh, there's extra buttons. Okay, because
sure.
I just knew of the accelerator and the wheel on most of them.
Yeah, I mean that's what you're using most of the time, but then in between races you can adjust how your steering is and where it goes back to and stuff like that.
Wow.
And your
fancy.
acceleration. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. So you're talking, I wonder, dimension size, how big is the car? Is it like
112 scale, I think is what they say.
About the size
they have
of
110, 112. I don't know what Bill's racing in, but different
so
scales.
not quite the size of like a push mower. You're talking
Not a
smaller,
push
about
mower.
half of that.
You could crash into a push mower and there would be damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I race remote controlled lawnmowers? That would be cool.
They probably have that somewhere in California.
Like, can we do a Roomba race?
That would be fun too. Maybe a Roomba obstacle course.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, see how far it could go.
I would watch that.
Go through the deep shag.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's on the
Yeah,
110
he said
scale.
the 110 scale.
There
Oh
you go.
yeah, the 110 scale, man. You got to watch out for those ones. Those are big. Those are big ones. I have no idea.
Johnny has no idea.
I have no idea how big that is.
It's good stuff.
1/10 of like
I'll
a
show you.
regular car. Like that's your scale. Is 10 is like an automobile.
Well,
or the 110 is like for every 10 there's 1 inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for every one, there's
10.
No, for you know what
every
I'm
10
saying.
there's 1.
Yeah, it's a scale thing.
Okay. All right.
I'll show you a picture of mine. I'll go dig it out.
If you're looking at a
dig the
Ford
dust out.
Fiesta as your base of your
Picture the
big-
wheel.
Okay.
It's about the size of the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe a little smaller.
Those sound
Although
expensive.
it's a Ford Fiesta.
Are they expensive? Those
No.
little cars? I mean, I guess any hobby like that, any hobby that you're into, there's always so much more that you can spend, all the little accessories and all the
absolutely.
little add-ons and soup ups and all the things you're doing. The mods, as they say.
That's the
Gotta
hobby.
put the mods.
That's the hobby danger is once you find something you really enjoy doing it
Mhm.
and you go down that rabbit hole, you can spend countless dollars.
Yeah. I want it like a cheap hobby. Not like, look, I have a hobby. It's like, oh yeah, microphones and sound equipment and things like that. It's like, yeah, that gets kind of expensive after a while.
Yeah, you could do commuting.
Okay.
That's a fine hobby.
All right. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right.
This is Berrien County Under Sheriff Chuck Height, and you're listening to the morning show on WSJM.
Learning so much here on the show this morning. I just learned about RC car racing and the 110 scale.
Yeah. I'm going to find a video for you.
Yeah, you have to show me. Today's going to be a cloudy day, high 60. We're looking at later tonight, more clouds, low down to 40. Wednesday, we got a chance to maybe see the sun at some point, and a chance for rain later on the evening as well, high 63. So overall, it's fall, so not too bad. It's kind of what we expected. It got cold like yesterday, pretty much after like 5 o'clock. It started to get pretty chilly. I had to put 2 sweaters on the dog. It was that cold.
I did put on an outer layer to take the dog on a walk.
Does your dog wear a sweater?
No, not yet. Not yet. He has a couple of sweaters. His fur.
It's thick, right?
It grows so fast that when he's freshly groomed, the sweater fits.
Okay.
But then if I buy the larger size, it doesn't fit at all. Even when he's
Do you have to like shear him like a sheep?
yeah.
Or do you when you take it to the groomer, they just take off like the big wool blanket that is his fur?
They do. They shear him like a sheep. I mean, there's a specific cut for the Portuguese water dog, but I want to make it a lion. I want him to look like a lion.
Oh, geez.
I've been threatening this for a long time.
That's ridiculous.
Just do the
Nope.
I think it'd be great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have a dog. My neighbor dog has fur similar to your dog, and man, he gets so shaggy.
Yeah.
And then they just basically shear him down like a sheep, and he looks ridiculous. I got to find the before and after photos that I've taken.
Does he look a little bit chagrined? It's like
when he is full, when he just when they just let his hair go, he looks like what's the movie they made it?
Star
They made
Wars.
it. No, they made it a couple times where like the man is turned into a dog.
The Shaggy DA.
Yeah, like the Shaggy dog and all that. That is kind of what the dog looks like. It looks like if a human turned into a dog, but still has some human qualities.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. If you're watching the live stream, you can see
Russell
and how he's just covered in fur.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Little Russell.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, showing off dog pictures, I'm Ken Lundberg. Newly released documents appear to indicate Holtec International bought the Palisades nuclear power plant with no intention of decommissioning it. They said instead planning to install modular nuclear units there, and the projected cost for restarting Palisades estimated at more than $2 billion, much larger than originally thought. That is all according to Kevin Camps, spokesman for the anti-nuclear energy group Beyond Nuclear. Camps obtained Holtec's July 2022 filing with the U.S. Department of Energy through a Freedom of Information Act request. He released that document yesterday. It's 42 pages long, and he says it shows Holtec bought the plant with no intention of conducting the decommissioning and some of the maintenance that they're deferring right now. It's dangerous to do so. The Berrien County Road Department wants you to know that starting today, Pipestone Road will be closed to through traffic between Napier Avenue and Mall Drive for approximately 3 weeks to complete storm drainage related work. No through traffic will be permitted between Napier Avenue and Mall Drive on Pipestone. Drivers are asked to seek alternative routes or utilize the detour until the road is reopened.
All right.
There's some local access points there, but pretty much follow the detour.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might lose an axle or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No. Construction has begun on a new winter gathering space in downtown South Haven's Dykeman Park. Shout for South Haven says workers from Lawn Boys of South Haven began site preparation yesterday on the space that will include an outdoor fire pit, seating, and a walking path connected to the pavilion. In all, it's about a $115,000 project. It's fully funded through both public and private donations.
All right.
Yeah, in the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
That'd be a good, nice little place to cozy up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's getting chilly.
Some hot cocoa.
Go around the fire pit.
We'll get to sports here in just a little bit. Speaking of that, we're going to talk a little bit later on about some of the new Olympic sports that'll be showing up here in the, not this next Olympics next year, but the one following that in 2028. A few sports that I'm not saying we could compete in, but they're pretty cool.
Did they bring out the pickleball? Do we know?
I don't see pickleball listed on there.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I think they're still working on that. But we'll have a couple other sports that I think are starting to get international acclaim.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. We'll catch up with sports as well as what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. Former gubernatorial candidate Ryan Kelly is set to be sentenced today for his part in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. Kelly is scheduled to be in a federal courtroom in Washington, D.C. this afternoon. Attorney Gary Springstead, who represents him, says his client was hoping for probation when he pled guilty to one misdemeanor charge of entering restricted grounds without authority. Although Kelly remained in a courtyard, the feds say he climbed scaffolding and encouraged others to move forward. He faces up to 1 year in prison. Still no agreement between Detroit's 3 casinos and workers who are threatening to go on strike at noon today. In Sheboygan, crews are starting to work on the removal of the overhead conveyor structure at the Tissue Depot plant. Main Street's part of US 27 and has been blocked off to traffic since the major warehouse fire. Officials say the building will also have to be demolished. I'm Beth Fisher for the Michigan News Network.
The rise of COVID-19 brought a rise of scams and theft. Stay immune with these tips. Remember, no trusted source will ask your Social Security, bank account, credit card, Medicare ID, or driver's license numbers over the phone. If someone you don't know asks for money through a payment app or prepaid gift card, say no. Learn more about COVID-19 scams at consumerfinance.gov/coronavirus. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Have you lost Michigan Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
President Biden is headed to Israel tomorrow. The White House says the intention is to.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We were just I was just watching a video of RC car racing. Bill on our Facebook page just got 6th out of 100 at a race. That was down south a little bit, right? In Indiana, I believe. Or was that?
I thought it was in Michigan.
Remind us, Bill, where that was. That was pretty cool, man. I don't know how good I would be at racing RC cars. I had one when I was a kid, but I wasn't flying that thing around all over the place.
Yeah, these babies are cool.
Yeah,
they're fast.
Now I know what roughly the size of the 110 scale, because those are probably 110 scale, right?
Yeah, those were 110.
All right,
those were 110. But they have the cars, they have the trucks, they have their dragsters. They have dragsters as well. I've never seen a dragster.
When are they going to have remote control Teslas? Like
it's like big
cars.
That?
Yeah, but like big cars. Like I want.
Don't they already have that where you can say, "Hey, you can use your app to bring your car around in the rain"?
Yeah, that certain things, certain ones of the Teslas can do that. Yeah. Bill said he was racing in Ionia.
Yeah,
Ionia.
He was here in Michigan.
All right. So we're looking at that too about the tracks. Like, so some guy or some company just has a track specifically designed for the RC car.
Oh yeah, it's all to scale.
It's not just like a big old
Random
go-kart
thing,
track or something like that. Wow. It's a bigger thing than I thought, I guess.
It's huge.
Here in just a little bit, we're going to talk about Olympic sports. There are four new sports that are added to the 2028 Olympics. And there's already some professional athletes that have already said, okay, I'll sign up for that.
Okay.
That's
fun.
Yeah. Pickleball is one that I have not seen on there, and I'm doing some research here on if it will be. Would pickleball be considered a winter or summer sport? I mean, I guess, what's ping pong? Ping pong is summer, right?
Let's see.
I believe ping pong is summer. So yeah, pickleball would probably be outdoors or indoors. It doesn't matter. It's not
summer.
Yeah, not currently.
And it's not ping pong, it's table tennis.
It's a table tennis, yes. They're hopeful it'll get added by 2030. So then it will be there for the 2032 Olympics. So yeah. I mean, there's a lot of with any of these Olympic sports, there's a lot of red tape to go through. You have to not only submit it all to the committees, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, a bunch of other international groups that are involved, but also too, I think what they do is when they have these Olympic sports, what they do is they kind of go to a lot of these different countries around the world, not only see if they have the infrastructure to be able to play and learn this sport, but they kind of get them all ready. Like if you've ever seen Cool Runnings, you remember that one?
I remember the movie. I
The
remember
Jamaican
the name
bobsled
of the movie.
team?
Yeah, I remember the name of the movie. I never watched it.
Great movie.
Yeah?
Great movie.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely worth watching. John Candy. You can't go wrong with John Candy movies.
No.
And
He was in that?
Running. Yeah, he was the coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cool Runnings. So if you have a chance, check it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's see. History of the Olympics goes back 3,000 years. The Peloponnnesia folks were running it. They had, running, obviously, wrestling, boxing.
Probably spear throwing.
I don't see that here.
Was murder in there?
They don't have murder.
Shooting arrows to take an apple off of someone's head.
What do you? I'm going to pronounce this. It's probably wrong. Pankration? I don't know. It's the primitive form of martial art combining wrestling and boxing. It was one of the toughest sports.
Wow.
Yeah. Pank ration. Pankration. Something like that. Equestrian competitions. Pentathlon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jousting? Was jousting in there?
I don't see jousting.
Why is jousting not in there?
You mean
Jousting should be the where you're on there and you
with the horses.
Yeah, and
and
you
stuff?
got the big stick.
Did you ever play Joust, the video game?
No.
That was a lot of fun.
Is that a Atari game or something? Nintendo?
I don't know who did that one. It was an arcade game, and you were basically flying. You were on a flying camel, something that looked like a flying camel or a llama, and you just jousted back and forth.
Cool.
Yeah, you turned people into eggs. It was weird.
Eggs?
Yeah. I don't know.
The stuff they come up with.
I know. And kids just quarter after quarter.
Yeah, and we're just, we're like the stuff they come up with, and then you think of like how Mario is just so like out of this world. Like, yes, an Italian plumber goes to a world where he has to eat mushrooms and jump and hit little brick blocks.
Watch
to
out
get
for the
coins.
turtles. Watch out for the no, you grab the flowers.
Yeah, grab the flowers
because they give you special powers.
You got the mushrooms. It makes you bigger.
Well, or what were the little mushroom guys with the feet? Koopas? Is that what those were?
Yeah. Well, King Koopa was the main guy, the bad guy, the boss. But then the little guys, maybe they could have been Koopas as well. They were the little turtle guys, right?
Yes. Koopas.
Oh, they also had the weird, yeah.
There were also the mushroom guys, but I don't know what those were. Koopas are a category of turtle-like creatures which form the turtle tribe. That's interesting.
Okay.
Apparently that website's blocked from our system.
Have you seen the new Mario movie?
No.
It's really
Is it good? Is it?
I watched it.
Is Jack Black in that one?
Yes, Jack
Okay.
Black is the king, and he's great.
Oh, the little mushroom guys with feet are Goombas.
Goombas.
Yeah, not Koopas,
Duh.
Goombas. And watch out for the piranha plant.
I forgot about that because I used to love the 1990s Super Mario movie with Dennis Hopper.
Oh.
John Leguizamo was in that one. It was great. It was one of those bad movies that is good. So,
Sounds like Spy Kids.
yeah, basically. Spy Kids, Robert Rodriguez, great director.
That's fun.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Upper 50s near the lakeshore today. Partly cloudy tonight. Another chilly one will drop all the way down near 40. And then for Wednesday, a mix of the sun and clouds. High temperatures around 63. We will see a chance of rain by Wednesday night and rainy conditions on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email let's talk at WSJM.com. We are streaming live on our Facebook and YouTube, covering a lot of different conversation categories today. Everything from RC car racing to video games, learning fun facts about Super Mario Brothers. I mean, the topics and ideas and directions that will go are endless. But I was talking about this just a moment ago about Olympic sports. What does it take for a sport to become an Olympic sport? Well, apparently it takes quite a while for those that are trying to get one sport, pickleball, into the Olympic sports category for summer. They're still trying. Their goal is to get pickleball up to they said 2030, so that would make it, I assume it's going to be a summer sport, then they would get it into the 2032 Olympics. But there are 4 sports that will be in the next Summer Olympics, not this coming one next year, but the following one in 2028.
Okay.
So the IOC,
new additions.
4 new additions.
Okay.
Actually 5 new. Including this one.
Okay.
Which is flag football for the first time ever.
Oh, so that's going to be in there.
It's going to be in there, they
All right.
say. Cricket being brought back for the first time in over 100 years.
Because it's catching fire worldwide.
Well, according to, it's actually the second most popular sport in the world.
Is it really?
Yeah, you got soccer or football. That's number 1.
Yeah.
And then cricket is number 2.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, we don't have cricket teams in the US.
No.
But I've watched cricket on streaming sites
On the
and stuff.
Ocho, yeah.
On the Ocho. I don't understand it. But it is a very fast-paced, crazy sport. But I've wanted to play it. I have no idea what the rules are, but I still watch it.
It's like croquet on steroids.
Yeah, it looks painful.
It
like
does look.
I cannot imagine getting hit when that thing comes off the
Well,
bat.
and the bat, I mean, it's just
The
like
big
a
old
solid
paddle.
piece of wood. It's like a 2x4 that's been polished, and I mean, I can't imagine that thing hitting because the ball's solid too.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and yeah, those guys are taking like a running start to throw that ball. But yeah, so flag football is being added, cricket coming back, baseball and softball are making a comeback after a short hiatus.
Okay,
lacrosse,
good,
and squash has also been added.
Huh?
Which
Squash.
I've never played squash.
No, neither have I.
I watched Frasier, and they would always play squash. So they always looked like they were wearing tennis outfits. So I don't know. It must be in the tennis racket family.
Yeah. I mean, I think you had an option of, okay, do you want to play racquetball or squash? Similar court. They may even use the same court. I don't know.
Okay.
But, that's interesting.
That'll be
Squash.
interesting. But the flag,
are they putting new competitions in there so the United States can't dominate? Is that the deal?
Probably.
I mean, I know we don't do as well as we used to, but
yeah, baseball and softball, I don't even think we win that.
I bet we do.
Baseball, I mean, if you look at it, baseball, Major League Baseball doesn't have many Americans. I mean, the top players are usually from other countries now, from Japan to Venezuela to Dominican Republic. A lot of those really top tier players are coming out of those places.
Yeah,
not so much in the U.S.
Okay.
And then when softball, I remember when softball was going to get eliminated, the last year that it was in the Olympics, they lost.
Oh,
they had dominated for many years, but then they lost to I think it was Japan. So yeah, but flag football is coming back, and there's already a bunch of NFL players that have said, "I'm in. I want to be in." Tyreek Hill is one that plays for the Miami Dolphins. He's the guy that I told you did a backflip, backflip selfie
with the
video.
selfie thing.
He wants to play flag football. Rob Gronkowski or Gronk, he's been retired from the NFL for a year now. He said he wants to be in the flag football team.
Oh.
So they're going to have some superstars.
That'll be fun.
Coming out for that. That would be fun to do flag football. But I'm still holding out for pickleball.
Squash is a racket and ball sport played by 2 or 4 players in a 4-walled court with a small hollow rubber ball.
A 4-wall court.
Yeah, like a racquetball court.
So they're just going to have like GoPros all over the place to kind of televise this whole thing? Or are they going to have glass or something they can?
They'll probably have glass.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be really cool.
That'll be fun to watch.
It's a fast game.
Man, I like to see the bruises that people have after
The
that.
welts.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be painful. Well, that'll be fun to watch. But yeah, that's the so that's the new slate of games that will be part of the 2028 Olympics. You had something earlier about Reese's peanut butter cups. They have something that sounds to me like there's a possible lawsuit coming up.
Well, I mean, we all love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
We love Reese's Pieces. But Reese's may be violating state and federal laws with a new sweepstakes offer that they're currently advertising on packs of the peanut butter cups. The promotion on the 2-cup package reads, you could win $25,000.
Okay.
And as per norm, in smaller print, it says, see details inside. But only after you buy and open the package can you see the small print, no purchase necessary to win. So you have to buy it in order to understand the rules that there's no purchase is necessary to win. The Reese's contest was first reported Monday by a consumer advocate and former assistant attorney general in Massachusetts. Pennsylvania-based Hershey Company, which owns the Reese's brand, said its website has all the details, and stores should have signs explaining it, pointing people to the website. But this wasn't good enough for that consumer advocate. He says, you got a problem here, and then it's probably a legal problem.
If I wanted to win the contest, I
Right.
simply could just go to their website.
You could go to their
didn't have
website.
to buy a Reese's peanut butter cup in order to do that.
You didn't have to do that, but you didn't know that until you bought this
Yeah.
thing and looked at the rules on the inside of the package.
Sounds like somebody's going to win more than $25,000 with that lawsuit.
Well, I'm thinking it's an excuse to open the package
Yeah.
without buying it.
So
Well,
you're
maybe not. No,
so you're
don't do
telling
that.
me I could open the package without buying it,
I am
and
not
I would
telling
not
you
get in
that.
trouble. I mean, I'm sure I'd get in trouble by whatever store I'm in.
I
Because
just wanted to read the rules.
Yeah. That's
Didn't want to
wow.
eat the cups. Where are the cups? I don't know. They weren't in there.
Speaking of Reese's peanut butter cups, new data from Instacart shows that Reese's peanut butter cups and M&Ms,
right,
both peanut and regular, are still in the top 3 for favorite Halloween candies in the country.
Oh.
They added up the total weight ordered of each candy last year to get that list. Now, Tootsie Pops, Sour Patch Kids, and candy corn are also in the top 10 for the first
Why
time
do you say
ever.
it like that?
Because candy corn is awful.
You don't like candy
I
corn?
do not like candy
I
corn.
love
Pretty
candy
sure
corn.
candy corn was created one time in like 1975. And what they do every year is that they harvest the candy corn, brush the little dust and hair off of it, put it
Gross.
back in a bag, and resell it.
No. That's not how the origin story goes.
They
What
take
happened-
all the candles
No.
and melt them down.
No, what happened was in a candle factory that happened to also have sugar in it. They were melting the candles, and one tipped over and started dripping wax in the sugar.
Oh.
And it formed a little candy corn, and somebody grabbed it and said, "Oh, this is delicious. It's the most amazing thing for human
That also never
mankind."
happened.
That never happened.
That
either.
never happened either.
But that's probably a great thing.
The best trick though is what everybody should do for the holidays is buy the candy corn, but not the regular candy corn, not the really good
Those are
tasting
so-
candy corn.
Yeah.
You got to buy the turkey dinner candy corn.
What in the world is that?
Turkey dinner candy corn.
Okay.
Or it's called like Thanksgiving dinner candy
Right.
corn. There is a candy corn that tastes like cranberry sauce that doesn't really actually taste like cranberry sauce. They're off the mark on that one. There's one that tastes like green bean casserole.
Okay.
Turkey, and then also I think there's a mashed potatoes and gravy one.
Really?
It's awful. I did a video. Jocelyn and I did a video taste testing it either last year or the year before.
Right.
It's awful.
Oh. So candy corns flavored like a turkey dinner.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I'll have to find some. I think
Okay.
you can.
I don't know if I want to eat those.
I think you can pick them up at. I feel like Walgreens had them exclusively last year. So yeah,
I
you
get to keep
you can
'em.
pick some up. Yeah. Yeah, that shelf was full, but I had to end up getting a pair.
There it
Get
is right
back.
there. Brock's turkey dinner candy corn.
Yep. No good. No good.
Oh.
So there you go.
Oh, there's a stuffing one too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and an apple pie and coffee one.
That one's not bad. Those aren't bad. It's the when you get into the green bean ones.
Oh my gosh. And it's in a bag with a little turkey on it, and they
Yep.
come in different colors. 6 different flavors.
Yep, you'll have to
Oh,
try
you-
it out.
You introduced me to a new thing here today.
There you go.
That's good.
I'm sure they're vegetarian, so you can eat them.
Yeah, if they have gelatin in it, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Delicious.
Got to watch that.
We'll get to your Moody on the Market update here in just a few minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Your monthly cost on entertainment. TV, $100 a month. Internet, $50+ a month. Cell phone, tack on another $100. Add it all up, you're paying $3,000 a year at least for entertainment. But what does your radio cost you? Nada. It's free. Free music, free news, free entertainment every single day. No monthly charge, no annual fees. Midwest Family, local.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, look no further. We got you covered at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Our team of contributors always on it. We also have our Moody on the Move series and our awards program where you can see past recipients of 40 Under 40, best places to work. And I believe on Monday, Zach East will be announcing the new class of Bold Women of Business.
Yep.
So excited about that one. Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency, with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
You brought this one to us.
And actually, there was another person that sent us a tip as well.
Oh, really? There's another one? And social media. It was on social media as well, so we figured we better take a look at it. The old Holiday Inn site at exit 28 off 94 will stay dormant.
Okay.
Into the future. Don't look for any significant development on the old Holiday Inn Holodome site at exit 28 for at least a few years. Social media has been speculating the past several days about activity on the site and what might be planned there, with all the usual suspects proposed by those with no accurate information to offer. So I'm sure somebody was saying, is there going to be a Dave and Buster's there? Or is there going to be, I don't know,
an Olive Garden?
Olive Garden. No, none of that's going to happen. Here's the story. Moody on the Market sent one of our reporters out there. The site has been sold to Kalin Construction of Sodus, a long-established and successful road construction contractor. Kalin confirms the purchase and tells us they will use the property to store road building materials and equipment for at least the next 3 years of major I-94 reconstruction. The site is approximately in the center of the stretch of I-94 that will be rebuilt between now and 2027.
Now, those who have been around for 30 plus years will remember one of the region's largest and most successful hotels on exit 28, the Southwest Corner site. Now, the Benton Harbor Holiday Inn, later the Holodome.
Holodome.
Like Mad Max,
yes.
The Holodome. It was a mecca for large events, weddings, meetings, and celebrations. Before the Downtown Boulevard Hotel came into the scene in 1988, it was often the top choice for accommodations for visiting dignitaries, politicians, and celebrities who visited the Twin Cities. One of the best restaurants in the area was housed at the Benton Harbor Holiday Inn in the 70s and 80s. And it all changed quickly in the 90s. The hotel lost its Holiday Inn franchise and soon fell into disrepair.
But when it was still operating, you went there.
I did when I was a child. Yeah, that's where it says celebrities and dignitaries
that's what that meant.
showed up. Yeah, me as a child showed up there at one point. No, but at one point, even when I was a kid, in the early 90s, it was still pretty cool.
Okay.
But yeah, now it's all gone. It's vacant. But yeah, at first, when we drove past that site, I saw those barriers and things like that, and the staging area for the highway stuff. But before all that, I saw that they were clearing all the brush off, and I'm like, oh, they're going to do something. But now it's going to be more of a staging area.
Wishful thinking. So Jersey barriers are there for the time being. If you want to read that full article, it's on moodyonthemarket.com. If you have a news tip like that, you could go to Facebook. You could speculate. Is it going to be an Olive Garden, a Dave & Buster's, or something like that? Or you could send us the news tip, and we'll find out the facts.
Absolutely. Go check that out.
moodyonthemarket.com.
Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. News, sports, and a whole lot more coming up next.
We're watching over you, IMS.
All right, folks. Yeah, the Holodome. Yeah,
not Thunderdome.
Not Thunderdome.
The Holodome.
I did go there. Yeah, we used to stay there. Mainly, we would go there for like Sunday brunch when I was a kid. But then we stayed there a couple times when family was in town, just to all be together. But they had such a cool. I loved how it was designed because you had the rooms kind of along the perimeter, and then in the center you had like they had a mini golf course. They had a great restaurant. Even when I was a kid, the restaurant was great. And then it was just cool design. And then they got rid of it. So there you go.
Part is tough going away because it's easier to get places using trains, planes, and automobiles.
Yep. And then down the road they build another hotel, so that means they don't need the other hotel. So there you go.
Oh well.
I wish I would have been able to buy it, and it could have been my house. It would have been the coolest house I could sleep in a different room every night.
That would be so cool.
All right,
Not
everybody.
have to clean for 20
right.
days
Not have to
straight.
clean.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. All right, everybody. You have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. Someday we'll see the sun. I think that might be tomorrow.
Yeah.
But that's when you'll also see our smiling, shining faces tomorrow right here on the live stream. You have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
See ya.